Hello, YouTube. This is Set Free from the Trap Ministry Church. I'm on here to talk about hip hop, using the street life, using the street life to sell digital albums. That seems like it's right. Using the street life to sell albums, telling everybody that you live in illegal and when you're really not. Using the street life and hip hop to sell digital albums. It seems right, but it leads to death. And that's what this message is about. There's a lot of rappers in hip hop for a decade that's been using the street life to sell records. And that don't last long. Using the street life, using the street life to sell records in hip hop. There's a way, it seems right. It seems right what you're doing. Your favorite rapper that you're listening to is glorifying death and destruction. It seems right. Using using the street life to sell digital albums in hip hop. There is a way that seems right. It seems right to do that. It seems like it's right. But I'm finna share what the Bible said what's happening when you in hip hop and you using the street life to sell digital albums. There's a way that looks harmless, but it leads to heartbreak. Look at all the stuff that's been happening in hip hop for a long time, for decades. Rappers using the street life to sell records. Then to come to find out they don't even really live that way, but they putting this image out there, and everybody's blinded to God's truth when they listen to this. There's a way of life that looks harmless enough. It leads straight to hell. Surely those people appear to be having fun, but all that will end in heartbreak. It says there's a way of life that looks harmless enough. It leads straight to hell. Surely those people appear to be having a good time. All that laughter will end in heartbreak. So using the street life, the trap life, the criminal life to sell digital albums and portraying that image that you live in illegal and you're really not. That's a lot of heartbreak. There's a lot of heartbreak in hip hop. It has been for a while. They've been doing that since the 90s. The old school rappers, the rappers way back in the day, they used to cuss, to the rappers today. Look at hip hop. Using the street life to sell records. You don't last long. When you use the street life to sell records, glorifying death and destruction, it seems right to sell digital albums. It seems right, but it don't last long. There's a way of life that looks harmless enough. Again, it leads straight to hell. Surely these people who appear to be having a good time, but all that laughter will end in heartbreak. So using the street life, the trap life to sell records, it don't last long. Using the street life to sell digital albums, there is a way of life that looks harmless. It looks harmless, but it ends in heartbreak. So all the rappers in hip hop, they glorify death and destruction, and they don't really live that way, but they putting this fake image out there just so they can sell some records. And it's a whole bunch of people is blind to God's truth. Using the street life to sell digital albums leads to heartbreak. It don't last long. When you rapping about death and destruction, you glorifying that life. It don't last long. Using the street life to sell digital albums, there's a way of life that looks harmless, but it leads to heartbreak. It don't last long. There's a way of life that it looks harmless enough. Again, it leads straight to hell. Surely these people appear to be having fun, be having a good time, but all that laughter will end in heartbreak. So using the street life, the trap life, the sale of digital albums, hip hop, it leads to heartbreak. I'm praying that God's goodness and kindness will lead them to repentance. Repentance is letting God change your thinking. This is Set Free from the Trap Ministry Church. Bye bye.